And Filbin, everybody!
Thank you so much, sir. How you guys doing? Good? Woo! I'm doing good too, thanks for asking. I'm actually doing great. I've had a great year so far. For the past 3 years, I've had a toothache. Okay. I've had a toothache for a very long time, and I just recently got it removed. And I'm really happy about that. But I'm shocked that there was something rotting in my body, and I had to get rid of it. I'm surprised that it's a tooth and not my eggs. You know what I mean? I'm getting older. I know I look really young because of my youthful acne, but I am getting older. I'm getting older, and I'm worried that if I were to get pregnant right now, that I would give birth to an actual omelet. You know what I mean? Like some huevos rancheros. But it's fine because you can order it on a brunch menu, and it will come with a mimosa. So yes, I'm having a great year. No offense, I know we're not supposed to be having a great year, but I am. I started it off really strong. I decided that for New Year's Eve, New Year's Eve is very stressful for me, individually. And I decided I wasn't going to take New Year's Eve plans on. That if they were to come to me, I would accept, but I would not seek, okay? And wouldn't you know it, the universe did not provide plans. For me, so I did spend New Year's Eve alone. Have you guys ever done that? None of you guys have spent New Year's Eve alone? Alright, okay, you guys got friends? I did though, and it wasn't as bad as all of you think. I ordered a vegan pizza, I watched rom-coms, I did a face mask, and honestly, for one night, I felt like I was a young, hot widow. I've got a man, because he's dead. Well, speaking of men who are dead to me, I host a show called Let Me Break You Up, an anti-dating game show. Woo! Some people are bitter in the audience. Great, love it. I host that show because I was obsessed with dating shows growing up, like Next, Eliminate, Singled Out, loved them all. But then when I got older and started dating, I realized that, you know, the prize on these shows is to get to date someone. Okay? That is the prize. And I'm like, you know what, that's not a prize. Like sitting next to a stranger, finding out if they're allergic to cats and if their sister chose to go to college is not a prize, okay? A commitment is a prize. And I can get behind relationships, okay? Because I think there's a lot of value in relationships. For example, when you're in a relationship, you have someone that will water your plants for you when you go on vacation to get away from that relationship. But that was a fun noise I made. But I do, if I'm being honest, I do hope that one day I will, you know, find that special someone to split the rent with. I really do hope that. So how did I get this way, you guys are wondering to yourself? That's what you're wondering? You made it. You're like, I sat first row because she wanted to. You're talking to me. What's your name? Josh. Cool. Okay, so I'm going to do nothing with that. So I want to tell you guys a little story. You guys are here. You can't leave because I'll see you. Josh, you're sitting. Okay, so I was doing stand-up at a theater just like this. You might say it was this theater. I wouldn't say that, but you might. So I was doing stand-up and I had this out-of-body experience and I realized in every corner of this theater I had given a blowjob. Josh, I heard you laugh at that. Yeah, so it was a period in my life where everywhere I went, I was just like really disrespecting myself. So I gave a blowjob in every corner of this theater, and me and this guy were like, we're gonna go home together. And fun fact, I had cycled to the theater, and so we had to like squeeze my bike into the backseat of a cab, and then me and this guy sat in the front seat of the cab, and while this very nice cab driver made conversation with us, this guy fingered me. There's no joke, but I felt like you needed to know that. I felt like you you needed to know that. So we moved back to his house. We went back to his house, and the sex was surprisingly really, really, really good, given how gross he was. And in the morning, we go back to the city, and he's getting off at a stop before me, and you know the subway doors open. And he's about to leave, and he turns back at me, and he walks back to me, and he looks into my eyes, he takes my face in his hand, and he says, "You have my cum in your hair." Which is not something anybody wants to hear. But how many women can say that a man has noticed when something's different with their hair? How many? Raise your hand. Don't bother. Can't see ya. So another little story. Oh, you guys, I just got dumped recently.
Aww.
Thanks for the sympathy. I accept the sympathy. I live for it. I just got dumped recently, and it's fine. I'm not going to miss that much about him. But I am going to miss the sex. Josh, you knew I was going to say this. I mean, what else do you miss about someone? Their lack of keeping up with their Google Calendar? No, you miss the sex. And the only problem we had in the bedroom is that he ate me out too much. I mean, leave the crumbs for the mice. You know, I always He ate me out so much that guy's never going to be able to go swimming again. He never will. Do you guys get that, or do I have to explain it? Because you have to wait a half an hour. A little rule. He was the first guy that I slept with in a long time that I had sex with him to get off, and not just because I wanted compliments on my body. you know, okay. That's it. Like when a guy says like, "Oh, good body," that's it. Like that's what I came here for. But I can't just like beg these men to tell me nice things about my body. So I've gotten really good at disguising it as dirty talk. Okay. So I'll say something like, "You like my body." What are your 3 favorite things, and what are 3 things you can improve upon? I'll say something like, "I just want your mouth all over my normal body." Like everything you're saying to me, I love it. Can you write it down? But yeah, no, so that's over. That's gone. It's gone with the wind. And so I reached out to him and I was like, "Well, would you like to continue having sex?" And he said, "No, thank you." You know, he declined that opportunity. And that's okay. But it does go against my only rule of dating, which is you should only contact an ex if you have an STD or a Kickstarter. Great. Love to end on a mediocre joke. Thank you guys.